Na, szevasztok srácok, lányok, itt újra a Devil beszél. És itt a Witcher 3 White Hunt folytatása. Ahol befejeztük, onnan fogjuk folytatni. Mégpedig ott fejeztük abba, hogy meg kell keresni a sámán kunyhóját, ami itt van. Egy kis gyorsítással, hopp. Már itt is teremtünk. Na.
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller.
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
De jó. Na.
What do you want from him?
To give him what he deserves.
And that is?
He done conjured auguries. Said something evil had made its nest in Edric's bowels. Told Edric to eat rowan berries, lots of them.
Ever since Edric's lived in the outhouse. And he's got hardened pustules all over him.
Így járt.
Just so happens I need the Peller alive. So if you agree to leave him alone, for good, I'm willing to tell you how to help Edric.
Who the hell do you think you are?
A witcher.
A witcher? Hear that, boys? Either Velen's got a bumper crop of witches, or this is the bastard who cut down our boys at the crossroads.
Na, ez se segít. Én is vagyok átrázott azon része, hogy most egyet elkállítsalak. Ó. Mindjárt én is hatot leszek mindenre. Hopp! Égé csak el. Az ott egy vágás, hogy is tökéletesen látszik
wonder about a
rajta.
man who could get Edric's friends all worked up.
Felszedünk mindenféle kacatot is. És majd eladjuk. Gyorsabb lennék, hogyha X és 3 szög. Felszedni az összeset. Yeah. Na. Kopogtatás.
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man, nay, a wolf, grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Prodigy is itt járt.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Peller. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the dear. Besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Peller could do.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, nay. Pella don't know. But the spirits could know. The Pella will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits? Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat!
A
She's
kecskéje. That's a goat.
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
És azok ott a nyakába, csirke lábak.
Can't seriously think I'm gonna chase down your goat.
A Pella without a goat makes for a mute prophet.
Getting on my nerves, old man. I'm not going anywhere.
No princess, no prophecy, no augury. Witcher, will ye find my princess? The Pella will prophesy soon as she returns.
Köcsög kecske, az meg. És ha ezt mondom...
Forget it. Not about to run around looking for a goat.
No princess, no prophecy, no augury.
Nem lehet máshogy. Csak mert egyszer már végigjártam azt az utat.
Witcher, will...
Jó.
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell! The little bell's ringing. She loves it.
Ching,
Ring,
ching.
ring, and she will follow. But for a while. But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
De jó. Hogy tudom azt a hangot kongatni? Hoppá. Ott vannak a léptei.
This way, I think.
Na. Megindulnánk ki Riviai Geralt. Farkas. Vissza kell. Ezért jó, ha előre levadászom ezeket a faszokat. Viszont hányás. Szar vagy? Hát miféle farkasok. Ott van. Most kell követnem a nyomokat, már látom. Az ott ő az.
There you are.
Hogy tudom.
Here, goat. Here, princess. Hoofed and horned. Another clue would be stubborn.
Hogy csinálom? Eredj.
Come on, let's go see the Peller.
Gyere, pöcsöm.
Come on, take you back to the Peller. Misses you something awful. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? Come on, damn it.
Ne kólicálj el.
Where the hell did you go?
Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit!
Szándékosan bement a csapdába. Ügyöt vissza.
Come on, come closer.
Wow. Ég. Viszont hányos. Mi történt ezzel az asszonnyal? Mentőre sír meg minden. Merre vagyunk? Megyek. Gyere, pöcs.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
Már a farkasok úgyse lesznek itt. Gyere. Direkt besétáltam úgy a medvének a csapdájába.
You're no roach, but I bet we could be friends in time. You've got that
Yeah, man.
all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Princess, flee not from the pillar, for there are wolves about nowhere inside.
Lesz-e?
Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Oh. Bazd meg. Hülye vagy, mint ő. Én a kecskéhez beszéltem, na.
Can we talk about Anna and Tamara now? Know where they might be?
Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Még vér. Mindjárt levágom az ujjad, azt lesz.
Fine. Be right back.
Lesz itt vér. Jön a kis tejeske.
Will this do?
Na, jövendől. Jósol. Lássuk mit. Addig is kényelmetbe helyezem magam. Helye.
Child that lives not, yet did not die.
It's over? Is that it?
That is it.
Spirits had nothing more to say? Like where they went or where they are now?
You came for an augury, and augur I did. They're gone, the child remains.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was, and she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps, or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Peller's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast, only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown. Without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders. It seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White wolf. Wise wolf. Catch the botchling. The botchling will help. Lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the white wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the
Megpróbáljuk azért
And what does the peller do?
He awaits Forefather's Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead.
Ha nem sikerül, akkor megöljük
There
ezt.
shall be no Forefather's Eve this year. But we'll find a way, all the same.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefather's Eve. Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefather's Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Tudom kell. Merre van a torzafiók? Nem tudnom kell.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Az biztos.
Torzafiókról tudj meg mindent. Anna Stranger. A sámán bejegyzése megváltozott. Családi ügyek. Bestiárium. Nem. Ez a legvégén van, nem? Itt van. Nem, nem. Megátkozottak torzafiók. Kok. Elátkozott talaj és az axiál. Azt mondani, hogy torzafiók ronda annyi, mint azt mondani, a szar nem ízetes. Ez szép. Hát jó. Bérfarkasok. Jó sok minden. Szörnyet találtunk meg, és még van.
White wolf, wise wolf. What?
Folk from the village come here often?
Oh, when help they need, the Pella they seek.
Help with what?
Emlékszem, ennek a
With
sámának
the
volt
dead
egy
that come
mellékküldje.
a-haunting, peace must be made. But they must then wait for Forefathers' Eve. Or when an evil spirit runs wild in a homestead. Drive the spirit off, the Pella can.
And if I needed, say, a love potion?
Then to the witch you would be sent. Not a matter for the Pella, that.
Talán tudok
Could
neked
use a
eladni
few
valamit.
potion ingredients. Show me what you got.
Nem is rossz, mi ez? Cserzett trakolida bőr. Elég sok szarral van megáldva. Jó van, ezeket a szarokat eladom neki. Ez is nőjön. Nem kell. 2%-ig nyílt, ez kurvas kevés, már bocsánat. Nigredo. Alkémiai recept. Nem kell. Bye bye.
So long.
Beszélj a báróval. Na de vajon van itt izé. Volt, mikor erre jöttem, itt még volt egy kereskedő. Talán ebben a házban. Valamelyik házban volt itt. Jó, itt a szélén is van egy kereskedő. Van ott egy felszín, vagy nem tudom mi.
Hard to say.
As have I, as...
Not the best place for a traveling peddler.
Profits lie amidst risk. True, the wars brought strife and hardship, but folk live on, and where there is life, there is trade.
Prepared to risk your life for a bit of coin?
Coin, my friend, is of little import. Hard as I try, I simply cannot
Ja,
remain
őt
still,
megmentettem,
so I
azt hiszem.
wander and wander the world. I see new places, speak with folk I've never known. It's what I like, and that's worth the risk.
Take a peek if you don't mind.
Kuka. 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 Mindjárt elérjük az 1000 aranyt. Mi az? Nem az a lényeg. Ja. Sik. 974 arany. Mi ez? Baba. Törött gerebje. Az ilyeneket nem használom, úgyhogy tompa fejsze. Borotva. Virágok. Malacbőr, mókusfarok. Tintatartó. Tányér. Mind a 3 mehet a francba. Lóbőr, pipa. Minek? Rostás kenyérvágókés. 1007. Yeah! Kötél létre. Régi kecskebőr. Söltes bőrruha. Talán az még jól jöhet. Várja, mi az a legelső? Mivel 2 a medvebőr. Na, az mondjuk, ja. Maradhat.
Farewell.
Bye bye.
meet again. I know this.
Na ne. És most levagoljunk egy picit. Gyere, keszeg. Van neked mindegyik lókeszeg. Aki a tiéd. Yep.
Come on.
Come on, Roach.
Pam, 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 pam.
Hogy csináltam pár mellékkőt ez alatt. Az idő alatt. Még nem volt videó. Amelyiket megtudtam. Volt, amelyik halálfejes volt, meg kérdőjeles. Azok azt jelenti, hogy még nagyon nem azon a szinten vagyok, hogy őket legyőzzem.
Got eyes like a cat. You catch mice too.
Ég a kastély.
Killers!
Tütüt. I'm coming.
Move it!
A báró bebaszott biztos, aztán felégett. Cuccot.
Take it easy.
Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Gyere, pöcsö!
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed! Coming to get you.
Hol vagy? Elfogy a levegő. És ki az istálónak. De jó. Ezt most juttatod eszembe. Menj. Minden aztán. Utás.
Damn it, won't budge. Probably bolted on the inside.
Belülről leteszem.
Need another way in.
Úrban jön.
Damn it, won't budge. Probably bolted on the inside. Need another way in.
Na, tudjuk az utat.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Mi az Isten? Csak összehoztuk, basszus.
We've a hero in our midst. The horses! Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Bloke with bollocks and stand up to the barrel.
Fucking get out of here!
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flashy prick would you take me for?
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
Ja, először az igazságoztam.
I've been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing.
Az mindig ott van az embernek sajnos.
Only the bottle.
Az alkonyol.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob. A guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood.
Nem sikerült.
Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Let us stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Ha nem sikerül, akkor meg kell ölnöm.
A bit further.
Hogy kell az a hülye is. Vissza. Még egyszer a bestiáriumot. Axiel. Elátkozott olaj. Axi.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchlings on the prowl.
Look!
Jesus Christ. Gyönyörű.
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes garrety, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Spectres. Botchling's scent attracted them.
Do something!
Bastard.
What do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family. to hurry.
On with it. I'll not wait.
Ow, ow. Ow. Egyszer again. Ow.
It worked. It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
Na, itt vagyunk.
Zsír.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
Most megmentettük. PC-n, amikor játszottam, akkor meg kellett
What now?
In one day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But...
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Akkor az van, hogy meditálnunk kell.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
A lilából fehér lett. Ja. Lassú vagy szellem. kint. De lassú.
Wizardry!
Fuck! This downpour's a bastard, it is.
Többek közt azért is kedvelem ezt a játékot, hogy ez ilyen történetek. Ilyen kitalált vackok. Már én is hatos vagyok, gyerekek. Hát ez egyelőre meg nem tudni. Az előbb 2 volt itt, mindegy. Az alul volt.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though.
Gyapot. Vasért. Na, az jöhet például.
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
Andrea. Egy ilyen szar. Áú. Túl sok vizet nem szabad. Kisebb kék. Ezek milyen? Az ma jól jöhet későbbiekben. Sietni egy kicsit szellemecske. Túl lassú vagy. Még lassú sétával is. Bár ilyen lassú sétával már gyorsabb, de...
Necrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look.
Hopp. Nem, vissza! Ah, picsálom már. Isten.
How long you gonna make me?
Hittem már abban. Most vissza. Bum. Még egy van. Áú. De nem áll.
Should examine that horse carcass.
Kellene vizsgálni a lópetemet. Abba a pillanatban. Így csak kimutatná az X-et. Köszönöm.
What do we have here?
Csontok.
Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days.
Puszi a hasukra.
Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Álljatok már le rólam. Semmi így.
That stench.
Álljatok félre, félre, félre. Álljatok félre, félre, félre.
Yes?
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Most megint egy kis mozi.
Who's that? Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Don't know where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up. Gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the crow's perch with a baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
For like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally, they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. For then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
By the debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara alerted. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twas the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Thanks for your help.
The lady, she'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Először a tamarát. Visszafúrt.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Go in peace. Még nem is voltam. Húha! Ott még nem is voltam. Nem elég küldik ezt sem. Gyere, ló! Lovagoljunk egyet.
That's it, Roach.
Istenem, milyen GPS ez. Jobbra küld, aztán jobbra. Ügyettés. És... hát csináljuk. Itt talán lesz szép. Csináljuk meg ezt a szart. Szörnyek. Áú. Talán lesz majd időt, más is tudod. Elszabadítottuk ezt a helyet az emberiségnek. Aztán most már jó lenne, ha vigyázzátok rá. Lobbanó tűzkikötő.
Oh!
Csak nincs itt egy gyors utazásos tábla, bár akkor lett volna. Én akkor is. Ha nem mentem meg őket, attól nem lesz. Oh, ne. Egy halálfejes. Gyere, baszod. Jó vagy már?
Move it!
Azt nem tudtuk volna legyőzni, nem is figyeltem, hogy hányas. Annyira így nem is érdekel. Majd így videón kívül megszerzem valamival. Na most beakadtam a textúrába. Ezt is majd megcsináljuk. Itt jár ezt egy basszus, nem megűző. Banditáktál vele. Na, vagy kitaláltad a szörnyeteket. Ne. Gondolom itt a hídon kell fölni. Ennyi már. Ahol innentől már én is boldogulok, köszönöm. Köcsögöm széken. Mi van Tamarával?
Come through. That's the egg.
Mit nem lesz? Korlátozó vagyok. Szűk. Város részlegen. Magamtól nem jöttem volna rá. Borotvákozzunk. Ennyi nem. Barbély. Tamara.
Greetings, master. What can I do for you? Got a razor and shears? Good. Make me look decent.
Helyesre borotválva. Egy kicsit újítunk a külsején Geráltnak hajvágást. Lázadó tündésre. Ez milyen? Nem baj, jó lesz ez így.
So long.
Az én stílusom az, hogy rövid legyen a Ská. Az Károly. Azt tudja Károly mindig. Ahogy Pisti is mondanám. Időtávol fölveszik a mellékgőrit, aztán majd valamikor megcsináljuk.
Everyone to me! To me!
Soon as she does it, what's got you so drunk? Going on leaving again.
Ez benn van. Kell benni. Aha.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
Macska.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret.
Nem akarom újra összereszteni az apjával.
A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The Eternal Fire is the best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
Meggalagony professzor. Ismét.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel. In a hurry.
Van itt valahol egy gyors utazási kurva élet. Itt.
Watch your step.
Itt is van egy. Csak én nem látom a sárga jelet. Ott volt bal oldalt lent. Lószírt. Azzony. Képes vagyok hosszan megnyomni a gyors utazást. Idiot.
You, white one.
Got that arse's whipped like an open rat hole.
You surprised?
Szakaszpontot lehúzzuk, ne zavarjuk. Ja, közben meg fejlődjünk, mert 6-osak vagyunk. Jelenleg így állunk. Mutagénekből hogy vagyunk? 12. Egy alapzöld, a kék. Még lakat alatt. 3 elérhető pont. indulása. A izé. Mi az? Kábítást akarom gyakoroltatni főleg. Hogyha lehet. Káprázat. Alternatív. Ezeket meg majd minél följebb. Aha. Tehát 6-os vagyok. Ott van bent. Ja. Ó, itt van egy kereskedő. Itt bent. Őt akarom. Na. Köszönöm.
A cider for you?
Like to take a look.
Ezt el tudom adni. És ezt nem. Kérem vissza. Ezt akartam. Hát csak nem ugyanaz. 30-as nyeregtáska méret. Nekem milyen van?
Farewell.
Felszerelés nyeregtáska méret lett. Nyereg. Nyeregtáska üres. Akkor abba a pillanatba kérem.
Spore sight.
Like to take a look. Farewell.
Abba a pillanatban 30 plusz. Nya. Indulás.
What did I do to deserve your company?
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
Won't ever forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Te voltál az. Csak 20-at adsz? Csóri. Inkább viszont, hogy megtartanád. Jaj. Ez szinte semmi.
Witcher, a word, please.
Believe we've not had the pleasure. They call me the Sergeant. Left over from my army days, you understand. When me and Philip, meaning the Baron, served under a Temerian banner. Wanted to ask you about something.
Jó, van, legyünk egy kicsit.
What is it?
Tisztelettudók.
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there, the place.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
Ezt a levelet mutasd meg, hogy mi az. Szerelmes levél. Akkor beszélgessünk.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, are called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Daya most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenford.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
I saw her. We talked. She said I could tell you she's safe.
When will she come home?
And that she's not coming back.
She's not to return. But I've prepared all for her. Her rooms await. I sent away for new pantoblas from Toussaint. How can she not
És még kérdezi.
Sooner you accept this, the better. Face it, you haven't been the best father.
I have not. True. But I'd change. I'd be different. If only she'd return. If only they'd both come back. Maybe all is not yet lost. She's in Oxenford, you say? Well, maybe she hasn't left. Maybe she'll hear me
De miért
out.
mondta el neki, hogy ott
You
van?
can always try. Wouldn't get my hopes up, though.
I shall try. I must. Life is pointless without her and Anna. I've nothing to lose. Incidentally, what of my Annie? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given.
Ja.
When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest.
Milyen egy memóriájuk van ezeknek, jesszusom. Nyomoznak a családtagjukról, de még mindig emlékszik arra, hogy mi történt Cirével. Nekem nem ilyen éles a memóriám.
Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Újra Cirit irányítjuk.
Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
Okay, Morhan.
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads, as I recall.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Me to say you're a she-witcher.
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do at all.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
Na gyere! Le tud győzni egy báró lovaglásban. Vaj. Legalább gyakorlunk, mert van ilyen hülye küldetés is, hogy lovas versenyek. Nyufi. Ott a nyufi.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop!
Come on, Ciri, don't you embarrass us!
Go on! Kick it!
Show how it's done!
Move it! Move it! Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
Kitoltad bizony.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
De ilyen lassú lóval nem megyek sehova. Igaz, hogy azért tűnött majdnem. Fáradt már.
Another chance to win.
Another chance to win. Újabb esély a győzelemre.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
Gwintet, huh?
Can't help wondering why you made a deal with the Nilfgaardians.
What could I do?
Cast myself out
and die a hero? Fuck a hero's death. Fuck death.
Language.
Ere long, none will remember it. Temeria is no more. There's naught left to betray.
The local Nilfgaardian garrison doesn't look that strong.
What of it? Even were I to attack, cut them down to a man, others will come soon. Black ones will flood this land, take control before long. Sure as we've all got arseholes, they will.
How'd you wind up here? Just curious.
It's no secret. I was a Temerian soldier. My unit smashed at the war's start. Soon after, we lost hope of regrouping, driving the foe back. Those who remained wandered north. Others, deserters or merely broken men, joined us. We were a snowball rolling down a slope. By the time we reached Crow's Perch, I commanded a sizable force.
Just march into the fortress, make yourselves at home?
With Nilfgaard advancing, the local lord had fled, abandoned the perch. Once this war's over and Nilfgaard's victorious, the Black Ones will grant me a title. All talk of a self-proclaimed baron will cease.
Heard anything about there being witches in Velen?
I pay no heed to peasant babbling. Common folk see witches, wizardry, devils, and who knows what the fuck else every which way they turn.
So long.
Most egy kicsit akkor térünk el ettől a külditől. Boszorkányvadászat. Ja. Boszorkányt. Egy idő, hogy kérdez meg, hogy csalítós vég. Oda megyünk. Nem erre kéne. Melyik út vezet kifele? Csak az az egyetlen egy. A francba. Ja, de mutatja a pontozott szar, hogy merre kell mennem, jó. Hopp. Vizes palackból van rengeteg.
How can I help you?
What are you selling? What's good?
Egy ilyen kell. És 3. Ez jó jön. Csak az a baj, hogy abból 2 van. Kezdők fegyverhajtó készletek. Abból is kéne. Hát ha a másiknál van.
Take care now.
Who may I ask?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Egy páncél. Javító. Nála is. Csak fegyverjavító kéne.
So long.
Akkor csak 2 van. Lesz majd egy gyors utazásos tábla, megyünk majd csalítós végbe.
What's that you're muttering?
What did I do to deserve your company?
Mint a Forest. Futunk mindenhova.
Got their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore. You surprised?
Most sártana újra nézni ezt a filmet. De hát ez itt van. Ahogy. Ott meg még nem is voltam.
They tried to dance with a witcher.
Where'd he come from anyway?
Well, how should I know? You so curious? Ask him himself.
That's it, Roach.
Én is tudok ám, bazd meg. Bá. Csalintos vége. Boom. Hippik. Tudok egy rövidebb utat. Most. Gyorsít. Ez békén. Nem hozzátok jöttem, hanem ide.
Gods have turned from us.
Sir, why we're up our noses in fights and horrors, imps, Samovillas, mammons...
I don't know. What happened to your mug? Roots are gonna rot my gut.
Yeah.
So, gonna try to... Someone's coming. So, gonna try to charm him.
Men burn the village.
The witch gave me lunch.
Right, didn't leave a soul alive.
Didn't ask much for it either. We should pay her a visit. Left ears gone. How'd you get there? Half past the pond. Follow it till you reach a lone rock. Round that, and head right off the path into the woods. Then keep straight. You'll know you've gone the right way when you pass an abandoned cart.
Ought to be able to find the witch now.
You'll be devoured by a wood snake, a boiled dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns.
Supposed to be a large stone near the pond.
Jó, hogy az a boszorkány vadászat. Én már vágom, hogy melyik az. Most így eszembe ugrott.
There's the boulder. Now right, and onto the cart. The cart. Witch's hut is somewhere nearby.
Na, bocsánat. Bocsánat, ez olyan hirtelen jött, hogy nem tudtam visszatartani sehogy se. Bár nem is tudom, hogy lehetne.
Miss,
Jön
cows are
még egy.
wheezing. One blood on the barn floor. Pus streams from her
Sorry,
snout.
sorry.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger. Or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good
Hey,
as
Jane
dead
Watson
without
kért
her.
téged.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
She's in a family mood. We'd best come back on the morrow.
Watch what you say. She's quick to ire, apt to take revenge.
Fehér mirtus szirom.
Bitch is in a proper fury. Needs a man.
Anyone home? Ordinary ointment. Nothing special.
Ó, egy fekete szem kihúzó receptje.
One more candle.
És ez miért meggyújtom, az csá.
Now, where's she run off to? Managed to amass quite a book collection.
Ja, lemegyünk oda, csak
Pentagram
nem
in
is
chalk.
van.
Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
Kínosok fegyverjavító készlete. Kenyér, meg mindenféle katyvasz. Dimerítium, érc. És kis farokúmakő. Dimerítium. Lala. Baba. Nagyon baba. Hogy is hívják ezt a hölgyikét? Nem is tudom. Na, menjünk utána.
Well, well. Nice.
Tündebölcsök.
I was wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. I'm upstairs. Don't be shy. Greetings, Witcher.
Missed a spot.
Where? Hope you didn't come to Gore.
No. To talk.
Turn around and wait.
Kira Metz, deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch
Ebben
lived
a
out
hacukával
here.
is kilátszik a
Never would've guessed it was
bimbója.
King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Kicsit jól csinálták meg.
Someone's grown irritable. Is that any way to greet an old friend?
Yeah.
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them.
Oh.
Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end. Burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
So how's it feel to be the village witch?
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a barrel. Nilfgaard controls the south. Where was I to flee?
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
Changing the subject. I'm looking for a certain young woman.
Oh, really? Who?
I'm looking for Ciri. That Ciri. And no one can know, understand?
Cirilla is here. The girl once sought by the Lodge of Sorceresses, and practically every ruler on the continent has landed here in Velen, and I know nothing of it. What is she doing here?
Indications are she's hiding from someone. I heard she quarreled with a witch, but if you don't know anything, sure you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
Nem véletlen.
Who was it?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering for the witch.
My undying gratitude. Good enough.
It's nothing to sneeze at, but you've a knack for getting into trouble. I should probably ask for something more immediately deliverable.
Na ismét.
Oh, sod it, don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten Scoia'tael slob either, but an elven mage.
What was an elven mage doing in Velen?
Well, I tried to ask him, of course, about everything.
Of course.
Oh, but you know how elves are. He asked many more questions than he answered.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
He leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcopse. I'll go there with you.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf.
Széjjel rúgják azt
He
a vádát.
promised me something, but he never delivered it. Besides,
Nyomják neki.
I know you think as I do,
oldalról
that
is.
she might be there. And I'd like to see Cirilla too.
Let's go then.
Yes, let's. This is the place.
Been here before?
No. I was hoping the elf would return as he'd promised, or else his waif would appear. At any rate, I've no idea what to expect from this place.
Well, let's find out.
Come on!
Oké, jó lesz. Te siess.
Gvella Glán.
Mi az? Állítodjunk, a ez is kaja. Tabella Glár. És tudom gyújtani. Hello. Valaki küzdete áll.
The Wild Hunt.
What? Phantom Riders? That means... I thought they didn't exist.
Feast your eyes on the non-existent then. Got a navigator with them.
What?
Can you teleport us to the other side?
I'd rather teleport us home. Do you really mean to follow them?
Teleport. Hurry up.
Not sure I like any of this. Ready. Follow me.
Damn portals. Wonder where Kira is now.
De szépek vagytok, halljátok. Megtörtént. Gyors úszás. Elbukkanás. És... ja. Olíva. Nem, nekünk az alt kell. Pontosan.
Medveből.
Ködány. Au. Feljavítókészlet. Százalék. Most már 90. Meg 66. Ah. Ez azért jobb ez a malvért. Meg is javítjuk. 69%. Ha már ennyi van, 84, 69, 76. Akkor mindegyikre adunk egyet. Készlet, az nem tetszik. És a másik úton mi volt? A finkszakba.
Kira!
Vízi banya. Maradj is ott. Vissza.
Stay calm. They're only rats.
I hate rats! Get them off! Ah!
Ow.
Do you know the diseases they spread?
You that afraid of rats? Could have annihilated them with one spell. Fine, won't say anything. So what happened to you?
There's something here. Something that distorts teleportation. I've no idea how they managed to get to the other side problem-free.
Wild Hunt's teleportation magic is different. Got specially trained mages for that. Navigators, they call them.
They can have 3 helmsmen and a parrot for all I care. I'll not risk that again.
Let's go. Wild Hunt got a good head start on us, but we still stand a chance.
Have you gone completely mad? We must leave here at once.
I gotta know what the Wild Hunt's doing here.
But we came to find the elven mage, not fight the hunt.
If they reach him first, we won't get a chance to talk to him. Besides...
Go on. Finish. Wait. You've got some special interest in the hunt. Is this about Ciri? There's something you've not told me, isn't there?
Come with me and maybe I will.
Are you always like this? I'm beginning to feel sorry for Triss and Yen.
Oh, very well. Let's go.
Gavella Glan.
Silvate, Larena Lunet.
That's him. That's the elf.
Arvek va Levi.
What was that? An illusion?
No. A morphotic projection.
What projection?
Something akin to a postbox for mages. Much safer than an ordinary letter, which anyone can intercept en route to its recipient.
Message was definitely for Ciri, daughter of the Gull, Lara Doran's heir.
Indeed. It is what the elves would title Ciri. But what was the bit about the sign of her sword? A riddle?
Yeah, not a hard one, though. Not if you know Ciri named her sword Tsireel, Swallow.
Come now. Who aside from you would know that?
Might have been the point. Your elven mage secured the passage, hid it, so that only Ciri could find it.
He failed to foresee that someone like you would show up.
Nevertheless, I think he was expecting uninvited guests. Made some preparations. Let's hope the Wild Hunt ran into some obstacles.
Well then, let's go. Do you think following the swallows will suffice?
We'll see.
An old elven port.
Must have been how they got here by sea.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Careful. That oily yellow vapor, it's toxic.
I hardly need instructions. I recognized the Vulpine Morel immediately.
Doesn't it? Even soon after he'd learned to cast it, he tried it out on a bench.
Terrible idea. What happened?
Well, he survived. And wounds heal awfully quick on young witchers.
Már az akardot.
Seems we're headed the right way.
Bizony. Ennyire megszoktam már, hogy az X-aludlok. Nem itt a körrel. Itt egy újabb üzenet.
Look, it's rather similar to that other pillar with the projection.
Mi fordo sol eser in. Sirel, ni fordo sol esser Ei sila kelpi.
Kelpie? Does he mean that sea monster?
No, that's what Ciri named her mare. Horse could apparently gallop like a demon.
Good name for a horse. So, shall we look for it?
Gavella Glan.
Sirel, ni fordo sol esser Ei sila kelpi.
I wonder what all this
A
means.
sea monster. Looks a bit like a Karen.
Geralt, what the hell is that?
Ezek mi vagyunk.
Another security measure. Damn it all.
Ow.
Do you think it's a mind thing or something? You know, can you defeat yourself? Are you willing to? Perhaps these apparitions can make a rule.
Sorry, just share your doubts. Know exactly which one of you is real. Now focus on the fight.
Viszont támás.
Anything like that ever happened to you before?
Well, almost. A while back, a certain Doppler took a shot at impersonating dog. Can't see any connection to Kelpie.
Must you touch everything? Geralt, are you all right?
You might say so.
Itt a ló, tessék.
Drawing of a horse. Clue for Ciri must be. Kelpie. Another horse. Almost exactly like the last one. Let's see what this does.
Geralt, I don't know what you did, but it worked. Come back here. Look, they're opening. Let's go. Well, now I know what distorted my effort at teleportation. This very portal.
And I know why I landed in that drowner nest. Swallow.
It worked. Come.
Sure it's safe.
Of course.
Gavella Glan.
It's grown awfully quiet.
Is that bad?
A bit like the calm before a storm.
Egy gólem.
I've a bad feeling about this.
Tyrael not recognized. Destroy the intruders.
Come on, come closer.
Glan.
And that would be that. I knew we'd manage.
That's so? Make sure and tell me beforehand next time.
My intuition's a fine instrument, Witcher. Don't underestimate it. I've some very good feelings about you, for instance. In several domains.
Ott van valami.
Once you finally find Ciri, what will you do? Any plans?
Depends what she wants.
Imagined it, how it will transpire. What will she say? What will she look like?
No.
Uh-oh.
What? Got that feeling again?
Ezek miatt jól jöhet, hogyha letérünk az útról. Egy picit.
Teleport over there.
We must activate it quickly. I've a feeling another golem's about to surprise us.
Another swallow.
Look, it worked.
Lássuk.
Look, we've managed to cross the bridge. This is where we saw the wild hunt.
Great. Means they're way ahead of us. Come on.
Gavella Glan.
Wild hunt. Definitely.
They destroyed the Major's sentries. Come here for a friendly chat with the elf.
Meaning you ever thought they might have?
Abból már rengeteget szedtük. Szerintem azt ki lehet dönteni. Lehet, ki lehet dönteni, csak balfasz vagyok. Biztos valaki jól jön.
Froze them before they could attack.
Shut up! Esai Isa. Java doin nilin yama. Ren!
Hú, ez itt durva lesz, erre emlékszem. De miért áll meg?
What is this?
The white frost, made from the hunt summoned it. Can you seal those cracks it's blowing through?
They're too far! We must get closer. I shall shield us with Demetia Crest's surge. Stand at my side. Darian and Oi! Ready. Stay close.
Picit. Közben a számítógépen felkettült a cucc. Lássam. Biztos, hogy beszél. És már itt is volnánk. Maradjak körben, hülye gyerek.
Tegedsz. Kicsit. Muszáj vagyok ezt az egy szart felhasználni. 50%.
Angal Stamina!
Ott már akarod.
Just one more.
Még van.
What's wrong?
It'll pass. took a great deal of power.
Just don't faint on me.
Now, in your firm embrace, what a new life.
Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
Elkapta.
They blocked the passage. Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me.
Több spiritus. Egy ilyen ládában miért raknak egy ilyen élle? Egy ilyen semmit nem érő vackot.
Ha! We might still catch them.
Majd fel kell tüzelnem magam fegyverjavító készletekkel. Valahogy.
Thanks for your help.
Kevés lesz.
Tough slog.
Vagyis hát már nincs is.
Good thing I came with you. You'd never have managed without me.
Titkos fal.
Come now, admit it.
Yeah, never.
Mi az? Föl akartam menni ezt. Na közben meg a tévé készülék is bejelz.
He awaits us.
Várnak minket.
You're stubborn, Tuan.
Geralt, I shall help you.
Step back.
Stop telling me what to do.
I wonder how long you last.
Geralt, look! He's opening a passage.
Stay calm. Focus.
Ow.
Geralt! Another rift!
Not good.
Ow.
Gavella Glan.
Are you well and whole? I feared...
Unnecessarily. Let's look around.
If I've my knickers on straight, this looks like the elves' laboratory.
Ez itt mi? Mit jelent ez a jel? Nem tudom. És ezek miért borulnak le? Ah, még lent is van.
Alright, let's watch this message.
Clear. This place is no longer safe. Do not tarry here long. Trust no one. And above all, beware the witches of Crookback Bog. Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Where last we were together. Not much to go on. Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
They searched everything. And if they had more time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling together.
Wonder why they split up.
Perhaps because the Wild Hunt was on the elf's trail, and Ciri would be safer if they did.
The witches of Crookback Swamp.
Crookback Bog.
Kira, if you're hiding something...
But I didn't say...
Why didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
Well, I had no idea you meant then. If I'd told you something, you would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that Ciri was here, didn't we? I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Now? After I safely led you through the cave?
I can't believe you'd think so poorly of me. Perhaps you do bear a grudge against sorceresses.
Mm-hmm. Can't imagine where that comes from. You know these witches?
I've never met them, but I've read of them. In an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions the village witches venturing into Crookback Bog at times to liaise between the villagers and the crones, the ladies of the wood. The crones appear to be intolerant of outsiders, but they help the local folk.
Apparently, they stopped the spread of the plague in Velen.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug it off as the nattering of so many old women, yet throughout my first fortnight in Velen, I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once. Peaceful nights ever since.
Emlékszem azokra a boszorkányokra.
How do I find them?
The swamps are vast, dangerous, but they say the crones mark the way for peasants who wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats?
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kaer Morhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
I'll have to see that to believe it.
Take the tome and read it. I truly do believe you'll find your Cyrilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Good idea.
Why do we even come?
Must have burned these notes himself. The hunt wouldn't have bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems he saw a use for it. Drank it.
Mysterious mage herbalist.
Blah 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 blah. Blah. Csak egy törzs spiritus volt ebben a vacakban. Hát tudom, hogy hol megyünk ki amúgy. Csak izé. Még kutakodom hátra. Hát, ha van ottan valami. Ez a kék szar.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
Meaning what?
The Eye of Mahoney. It dispels illusions. It's easy enough to build, so you're welcome to this one. It's bound to come in handy. And each time it does, you'll think of me.
Ezzel tudom az illúziót feloldani.
Thanks.
Szóval...
Aha. Akkor most vissza is megyek. Ez, amit kitörtem. Ez az illúziós geci lesz.
An illusion.
Tessék. Most csak... Sokkal. Ami. Kis trigla. Sokáig bírja Gerált. Annyiban szerencsések vagyunk. Itt semmi. Ez egy visszavezető volt, hogy mi?
Interesting. Great.
Ködányban.
Istenem, mondta, hogy ezüstkard volt az. Ezüstkard. Jó van, lecseréltem azt a backot. Oh, zsír. Legalább most már. Hát 74%-os, sokkal több. Na, adjál már végén. Könnyű páncél. Most már van mit eladni. Az a baj, hogy még mindig nincsen páncéljavító cuccos. Az is kéne. Az csúnya dolog, ha nincsen. Raklapnyi szar. Egyébként, hogyha nem léptem volna rá izére, akkor most nem értettem. Menjünk vissza. Nem tudom nálatok látni valamit a vízből, de nálam lehetett. Ezért is jutottam ki.
Someone placed an illusion here.
Simple, isn't it?
Na, én mentem. Let's see where the passage leads.
Do you feel that? A flow of fresh air from the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The magic what now?
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself. If I can find it, that is. Will you help?
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then.
Nekem is olyan az a lámpa.
Gvela Glan.
We're certain to find something here.
8-as szint.
Looks like another damned riddle to me.
Oh, tényleg.
Inscription here.
Show me.
Can you translate the inscription? I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder Speech. All right. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet, like the second, played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Sounds like a riddle, all right. Mind repeating the riddle?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first to light his fire dared not march on the end. The second, by the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Úristen.
All right, let's see if we can solve this. What was that inscription again?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first, to light his fire, dared not march on the end. The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Azoknak van valami a kezükben, ezeknek meg nincs. Még egyszer.
What was that inscription again?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first, to light his fire, dared not march on the end. The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Fú, bazd meg. Nem. Ezt valahogy most nem értem.
What was that inscription again?
4 guardians, 4 flames, standing proud in a line. The first, to light his fire, dared not march on the end. The second, beside the first, played a woeful lament. The third kept close to his faithful beast. The fourth marched not beside the first, yet like the second played a tune. And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Nem ez az első.
Seems we did something wrong.
Gavella glad.
There it goes.
Már legalább tudom, hogy jobb oldali az ajtónál az első. Hát találgatunk. Én ezt a feladat nem értem. Meg kell, hogy valami. Találgatunk, aztán majd lesz valami. Onnan tudjuk, hogy nem jó. Megjelenik egy szörny. Ő az első. Ez biztos. És nem ő a másik. Jól lett a víz a másik. Ne.
Seems we did something wrong.
Nem mondasz. Ez. És ez. Hogy miért így? Nem értem. Nem tudom.
Looks like some elven sanctuary.
Whose grave is it? What do you think? No inscription, sadly.
Sign of the Gull. If I didn't already know where she was buried, I'd guess this is Laura Doran's sepulcher.
Perhaps it's a monument to her.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine of a tragic legend to some, but most see her as a traitor to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the elven mage is Lara's kin. It would explain why he's helping Ciri.
Possible. This what you're looking for?
Uh-huh.
So what's it supposed to do?
I hope I'll be able to activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we?
Rászkesztjük. Ezeket azért is lesz jó majd. Fölvenni nem.
Magic. A place of power.
Legalább majd.
Damn it. Going. Now in his eye. Ought to use it.
Emlékszem, hogy ez volt a kiút. Most nem akartam ezzel a gólemmel csatázni.
You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important.
Hogy itt volt?
Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves. I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favor to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
Persze, hogy igen.
I'll stop by.
Csak nem tudom, hogy ez ilyen fölküldetés feeling,
I shall be waiting.
Másodlagos.
See you, Kira.
Egy kis tüzet. Csodalámpa. Micsoda lámpa. Közben megfejlesztettünk magunkon is. Akkor amúgy nem izé. Igen, ezt nem muszáj így megcsinálnom. Na. Akkor majd innen folytatjuk. Jó srácok, lányok. Eddig hogy tetszik nektek? Én mivel tudom, hogy mi a mind a három történet. Nekem nagyon bejön továbbra is. Nagyon ízlik a történet jelenleg. Úgyhogy folytatjuk mindenféleképpen, mint ahogy a többit is. Majd folytatom, amit elkezdtem. Addig is szép napot. Na, szevasztok!